Jesus Christ was not just a teacher, not just a miracle worker, and not just a man remembered by history. He was, and he is, the Son of the living God. Before the cross, before the crown of thorns, before the empty tomb, there was a ministry filled with compassion, truth, power, and unconditional love. Jesus' earthly ministry began in the land of Galilee, a quiet region filled with fishermen, farmers, broken families, and forgotten people. It was there that heaven touched earth. Wherever Jesus went, crowds gathered. They came from villages and towns, from dusty roads and distant cities. They brought the sick, the blind, the lame, the demon-possessed, and those crushed under the weight of life. And Jesus never turned anyone away. He healed with a touch, with a word, and sometimes without even being present. Hope began to rise again. Yet Jesus never chased popularity or applause. Every step he took was guided by the will of his Father. He walked beside lakes and rivers, teaching people by the water's edge. The wind carried his voice as he spoke words that were simple, yet eternal. He spoke of seeds and soil, of farmers and fields, of everyday life. Yet hidden within his stories were the secrets of God's kingdom. Jesus taught that the kingdom of God is not built on power, wealth, or status, but on the heart. He spoke of forgiveness when the world demanded revenge, of humility when the world celebrated pride, and of love when the world chose hatred. He said the first would be last, and the last would be first. He taught that those who lose their life for God's sake would truly find it. Some listened in amazement, some in confusion, and some in anger, but no one walked away unchanged. Jesus chose 12 men to walk closely with him. Fishermen, a tax collector, a zealot, ordinary men with extraordinary calling. Peter, bold yet impulsive. John, gentle and loving. Matthew, once rejected by society. And even Judas, who would later betray him. Jesus did not choose them because they were perfect, but because they were willing. He taught them how to serve, how to pray, and how to trust God even when fear surrounded them. When they doubted, he corrected them gently. When they were proud, he humbled them. When they were afraid, he strengthened them. Miracles followed Jesus everywhere he went. A woman who had suffered for 12 years touched his garment and was healed. Blind eyes opened and saw light for the first time. The deaf heard, and the lame walked. One night, a violent storm rose on the Sea of Galilee. Waves crashed, fear filled the boat, and the disciples cried out. Jesus stood and spoke one word, and the storm obeyed him. With only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, he fed thousands, filling not only their stomachs, but restoring their faith. He raised the dead. A little girl awakened from death. A grieving mother received her son back. Lazarus walked out of the tomb. Each miracle revealed not only his power, but his compassion. Not everyone celebrated Jesus. The religious leaders watched him with jealousy and anger. They loved rules more than people and rituals more than mercy. Jesus exposed their hypocrisy and spoke truth without fear. They questioned him, tested him, and secretly plotted against him. Yet his authority came from heaven. Still, Jesus wept for them, because his heart was not to condemn, but to save. Jesus often withdrew to lonely places. Under the quiet night sky, he prayed. He carried the pain of humanity in his heart and spoke with his Father. Sometimes he wept over cities, over hardened hearts, and over people who refused God's love. Prayer was his strength and silence was his refuge. Jesus taught through parables that revealed God's heart. A lost son welcomed home, a Samaritan showing mercy, a shepherd leaving 99 sheep to find one that was lost. Each story revealed a God who searches, a God who forgives, and a God who never gives up. He warned about pride, greed, and hypocrisy, and taught that true greatness is found in serving others. Jesus did not only minister to crowds, but to individuals. Mary Magdalene was freed and restored. The woman at the well found living water. Zacchaeus met Jesus and his life was completely transformed. Jesus saw people, not labels. Every encounter carried the power to change a life forever. As time passed, Jesus began to speak openly about suffering, betrayal, and death. The disciples struggled to understand, but Jesus walked forward in obedience. He knew the cross awaited him, yet he chose love over fear. Every miracle, every teaching, Every tear pointed toward one moment, the cross, where he would carry the weight of the world's sin, and the resurrection that would bring hope and salvation to all. Jesus did not come to start a religion. He came to restore humanity. He came for the broken, the lost, and the weary.